Is there a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for the team in gold? Super Mario Jardel got more goals than games in Portugal. Can the Golden Boot rediscover the golden touch as he prepares to make his long-awaited debut for the Jets? Hello and welcome to Energy Australia Stadium. Once again, we're dancing to the samba beat. 4 Brazilians on the team sheets as Newcastle Jets host Adelaide United. The home team hoping for back-to-back wins. The visitors hoping for a win. Full stop. Another good crowd in here at the Energy Australia Stadium, including that contingent of Adelaide United fans. The Jets, of course, second in the table, 4 points behind their arch rivals, the Central Coast Mariners. Adelaide in third place, 2 points further adrift. It's been a bright start to the season for the Jets, although their results have probably exceeded their form. Gary Benegman looking for an improved effort here tonight in front of their own fans against a team which has proved to be a bit of a bogey side for the Jets over the first couple of seasons of the Hyundai A-League. Adelaide will wear white tonight. Their captain is Paul Agostino. The Jets in gold. Their skipper, who leads them out, is of course Jade North. Something of a new look Adelaide United side here tonight. Andy Harper, we know they're a squad with plenty of goals in them, but Aurelio Vidmar forced into a couple of reshuffles. Of course, Nathan Burns, I guess, the biggest name missing on form.
He's a huge loss, Nathan Burns. His first 3 rounds were very, very impressive. Bruce Jatay back, his partner in crime from the Olyroos, and in tandem they've been causing opposition defences a whole heap of grief early on in this A-League season. And just on Nathan Burns' injury, we learnt before the game that he picked up that thigh strain early on in the match against Sydney, and 2 full games of football later he's decided that he really should get it looked at. There's plenty of steel in that young player, as well as plenty of technique and quality.
And just an update on Burns. It's only going to be a week out of the game, according to Aurelio Vidmar. There were suggestions it might be 4 to 6 weeks, laughed off by his coach. So they're hoping he'll be back in harness next weekend. Such an exciting young talent. Well, Adelaide will feel confident going into this game. They won on 2 of their 3 previous visits to Energy Australia Stadium. They have a great head-to-head record against the Jets. They've only lost 2 from 7. And of course, the result which really irks the Jets fans most of all came in that preliminary final last year, where they were knocked out of the grand final on penalties down there at Hindmarsh Stadium. So a bit of revenge in the air here in Newcastle. It's Adelaide with the first free kick of the match. Sarkis to deliver. Good delivery as well. Flat delivery. Almost found Bruce Jatay. Some scrambling defence from the Jets. North flipping it down the line towards Joel Griffiths. And that's been left by North. Something of a mistake. Jatay's in quickly, but Adam Griffiths got lucky. Denny backed off him, slides it in, and Griffiths timed the run. He thought well enough, but the flag was up.
Well, Joel Griffiths already looking menacing. He's working that line so magnificently this season. This is a touch-and-go one. I think the assistant's just got it right, although I have to say there should be some benefit of the doubt in that. How the assistant can be in absolutely no doubt that that wasn't timed well enough. Newcastle perhaps can consider themselves a little unlucky. Good sign for Denny early. His first game here a couple of weeks ago really warmed the hearts of the faithful, and that will encourage more support from the Newcastle fans.
Capuzzo. Bridge rides the first challenge. And a shot from Bridge had the power and the direction. Four on the wall for the Jets. It's going to be Sarkis though. Going for precision rather than power, Christian Sarkis. Here we go again. Sarkis with the delivery. Free-header. Costanzo flashes wide of the post. They're butchering these set-piece opportunities.
Angelo Costanzo has not scored a lot of goals in his career, and this is why. On a plate, perfect free kick. had space, had the leap, knew where the goal was, missed it. Shocking marking in the centre of defence there from Newcastle United as well.
Well, when you say not a lot of goals, in fact, he hasn't scored a goal in the A-League. Today is his 50th appearance in the Hyundai A-League. No goals to show for it. I think he scored one in the old NSL in something like 250 games.
Well, I was raking back through his entire professional career. He'd like to say that his setup teammates have made other people feel very good about scoring goals. That'd be Ange's line. He's got cramps, Mike. 50 minutes into a game, he's got cramps.
The shot on target, the save from Bajic. It was Matty Thompson muscling his way through from that left-hand side of the field. Bridge. There were a lot of eyebrows raised when Jade North got that armband, and he was certainly rising to the occasion. Bridge with a shot. Stings the gloves of Bajic. That's 2 shots on target now for Newcastle, and that's encouraging.
It is, but he turned away from his support. Jay Hoffman was burning down the left-hand side. I thought Bridge might have been able to release him and keep Adelaide backpedaling. It was a good side of goal, nevertheless, a good break. Wonderful pass out of defence from Matt Thompson.
He's just turned that over very carelessly, Richie Elliott. Can Joel Griffiths make him pay? Squares it up, wheelhouse. And listen to the roar now. Super Mario Jardel on the sideline, about to come on for the Jets. He's played in the biggest stadiums in the world for some of the biggest teams. He's like a man reborn. He's a caged lion. He wants to get out there. The fans want to see what he's got, and now they're about to see what the fuss is all about. Big man, big player, big reputation. And here's his chance.
Jay Hoffman makes way, and from this point on for Newcastle, it's about delivery into the box. The fans have been waiting for this moment. And if he gets one decent cross to feed off, expect him to devour it. Although the portents in that facet of the game haven't been promising.
Elridge. Feed the man some meat. That's all he wants. Mario Jardel. Gite. Well, at the very least, Jardel has fired up the crowd. Spaniolo gets it from Walsh. There he is, Diego Walsh. 13 Brazilians in the Hyundai A-League this season. 3 of them on the park at the moment. And here's a chance now for Adelaide. It's 9 corners to 0. That usually means a goal. Walsh with the corner. Contact was decent from Paul Agostino.
Yeesh. Yeah, Paul, you know it. The Bundesliga, you've buried them. You don't need reminding. Nice trajectory from Diego. Great side of the ball, just got his bearings wrong. Paul Agostino would have broken the duck. What a time to do it.
10 minutes left for someone who wants to win this game to stake a claim. Surely Adelaide won't be happy with yet another draw. Newcastle at home. The draw may be enough to keep them in second spot. But you can hardly argue that their form has been that of a title contender. Here's Wheelhouse. What's he got up his sleeve? Griffiths, now Bridge. Mark Bridge takes on Elegance. The shot from Bridge, finally! He's broken the deadlock. Mark Bridge. And the Jets in front at home.
Well, just when you thought it would never come, it was the man who should have been doing it most of the game. Mark Bridge scored a peach during the week for the Olympic Games team, the Olyroos in Gosford. Well done, Joe Wheelhouse. A predictable outlet through Joel Griffiths. He's been wonderful tonight in a poor game. And Richie Allegich, well, if he wasn't expecting Mark Bridge to jink into his right foot, he's been watching the wrong league for the last 2 years. Why don't you telegraph it, Mark, and smash it home through the near post?
Robbie Bayage beaten at his near post. A lifeline for the Jets. Delight for the players. None more so than big super Mario Jardel. And for the fans here who have been waiting and waiting and waiting, well, they've finally got something to cheer about. The Jets leading, less than 10 on the clock. Are they on their way to their second win of the season?
Well, if they are, they can thank North and Griffiths at the back. Joel Griffiths has been the only likely contender in attack for Newcastle. And Mark Bridge, this wonderful young talent, with a decisive moment perhaps on 81 minutes. And I'll tell you one place you don't want to be chasing the game. It's Energy Australia Stadium in Newcastle. You wait for the crowd to come into this now.
Here he is, the goal scorer, away in acres and acres of space. They're slow to react, Adelaide. Griffiths is the target, it's cleared his head. Still with the Jets. Gets the better of Costanzo. Wins the corner, their first of the game.
Excellent play, Joel Griffiths. Excellent play, Joel Griffiths.
Allegich. Long for Agostino. He's been good in the air, Adam Griffiths. Here's Jardel. Gets away from Costanzo.
He just earned his money.
He just earned his Dolaris.
That's enough.
That's enough, big fella.
Have a breather, Mario. Have a breather. He's struggling, isn't he? Honestly, he's finding these 30-metre shuttles across the field chasing the Adelaide defenders a little difficult. But a little glimpse there. He's now the crowd favourite. Of course, his substitution caused the goal for Newcastle. This is quite exquisite, actually.
Well, it's a bridge over troubled water for the Newcastle Jets. They've been under the pump for long periods of this game, but they've come up trumps. Mark Bridge with the late winner for the home team here at the Energy Australia Stadium. They stay in the hunt as Adelaide United succumb to their first defeat of the season. What a precious goal that will turn out to be. The full-time score at the Energy Australia Stadium, Newcastle Jets 1, Adelaide United 0.
Well, a poor game that's given the home fans plenty to go home happy about. Mark Bridge with a well-executed goal. In the final analysis, Constantine's man, Mario Jardel, was finally exhibited to the home faithful. And here's the moment that won the match. And it was Joe Wheelhouse with the first penetration from the wide right-hand side into midfield. Jason Spagnuolo sold himself cheaply in the defensive department. Joel Griffiths peeled wide of Jonas Sally. That was too good. Richie Allegich, in my opinion, an experienced defender, should have done far better than he did. And Ante Kovic, Robbie Bayage rather, beaten at the near post. 3 points, Kira, that goal for Newcastle. Poor defending there, point number 1 from Jason Spagnuolo. Good endeavour from Joe Wheelhouse. Poor defending there from Jonas Sally, beaten too easily. And in the final analysis, poor defending from Richie Allegich. Good shot, poor keeping at the near post. 1-0, 3 points, Newcastle Jets. They sail higher up the ladder.
The sucker punch for Adelaide United. Disappointment for Aurelio Vidmar and his team. Delight, sheer delight for Mark Bridge, the goal scorer. He's down on the park with David Lowe.
Thanks, Mike. I'm just watching the replay of Bridges' goal with him here. Sometimes, Mark, it's not how, it's how many, and terrific finish for you. How sweet it is.
Yeah, I've been in a bit of a drought, but went away with the Aussie team this week. Played well down there, got 2 wins, scored a goal down there, and yeah, scored a goal here. Couldn't ask for a better week.
Fantastic week for you personally. Difficult night for the team tonight. Gritted it out and come up with 3 very important points.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the prettiest of games. But credit to the boys, we grinded out. Our defensive, I thought, was brilliant. We pressured really well. I mean, getting into the front third a bit, we're a bit indecisive and make silly mistakes. But no, it's a good win.
Congratulations to you and to all the boys, and good luck next week.
Thanks, mate.
Well, pretty honest there, Mark Bridge, the goal scorer for Newcastle. Wasn't vintage Jets by any means tonight, but their second game or home game of the season has resulted in all 3 points, which gives them 6 points now from their 4 games and keeps them close on the heels of the early league leaders, the Central Coast Mariners. These are the stats from the match. 56% of the possession in the end in favour of the home team, though 54% of the time in the opposition half was for the visitors. 12 corners in the game, 3 offsides in the match. That foul count crept up to 32. 3 yellow cards from the top pocket of the referee, Angelo Nardi. The attack stats, 9 shots from the Jets, 12 from Adelaide, 34 balls into the box, almost twice as many as Newcastle Jets, but no goals to show for it. 4 of those shots on target for Newcastle. The one that counted came from Mark Bridge, and 3 saves apiece from Robbie Bajic and Ante Kovic. Well, after this game, this is the table, and that's how good it looks for the Newcastle Jets. 8 points, just 1 behind the Central Coast Mariners with a +2 goal difference. Adelaide United dropped to 4th place with a couple more matches, of course, on their way tomorrow. The first defeat of the season for the Reds. That will disappoint them. But it's looking pretty good for Newcastle, who have been, it must be said, not in great form after 4 rounds, but the results have gone their way.
After arriving with much fanfare before being forced to sit on the sideline while visa problems were sorted out, the A-League finally got to see Mario Jardel in action last night in Newcastle. He was upstaged somewhat though by teammate Mark Bridge, who scored the Jets' winner. Known as Super Mario in his heyday, the Newcastle Jets have gambled on there being some life left in this 2-time European Golden Boot winner. Despite being cleared to play though, the Brazilian didn't start against Adelaide last night. Even when countryman Danny was replaced before the break, Jardel remained on the bench, leaving everyone wondering just when he would come on.
Will we see Mario Jardel in the second half?
Mario will definitely make an appearance.
He was getting cheers just warming up. And finally, after 70 minutes, the fans got their wish as Jardel hit the pitch.
Big man, big player, big reputation.
He barely got a touch before Mark Bridge made the one that counted.
It's the shot from Bridge, finally, he's broken the deadlock.
After scoring a similar goal for the Olyroos midweek, Adelaide really should have seen it coming.
Why don't you telegraph it, Mark?
Offering a small touch of class in his brief appearance, fitness remains an issue for Jardel. The 1-0 result, though, pleasing everyone, as Newcastle remains second and still to be beaten this season.